Alright, hello again. So let's get back to this Vulkan stuff. Okay, I hope that music isn't too loud. Right, where were we? So we had created our instance. We had gone through all the steps here. We ignored this section because that's related to if you're on Mac OS, which I'm not. You might encounter some error, and this is a little fix on how to do it, how to overcome it. So we are on to checking for extension support. And let's rock and roll. Let me quickly have a bit of refresh. Gotta love tea. Okay, so if you look at VK create instance documentation, you'll see that one of the possible error codes is VK error extension not present. You can simply specify the extensions by we require and terminate if that error does come back. Okay, this makes sense for essential extensions like the Windows system interface, but what if we want to check for optional functionality? Probably don't error. To retrieve a list of supported extensions before creating an instance, there's the VK enumerate instance extension properties function. Oh, that just rolls right off the tongue. Let's open that in another tab. It takes a pointer to the variable that stores the number of extensions and an array of VK extension properties. Same pattern we saw last time. Interesting, okay. So then that function gets called twice. Yep, there's the first call, and there's our extensions array. There's the second call, which updates that extensions array. And yeah, what's the first property? L layer name. Okay, guess that's not necessarily required. Okay, so to allocate an array to hold extension builds, we first need to know how many there are. Yes, we certainly do. Where are we doing this? Now allocate an array to hold extensions. Oh, we're probably still doing it in our create instance function. Okay. So we need to do U32 again, and extension count. Extensio count. Righto. Oh, we're going to set that to 0 initially. And then we want to call VK enumerate instance extension properties. Hope I didn't make any typos there. Ignoring the first parameter and setting the pointer to our extension count, and second is null because we don't know what that is yet. Now we allocate the array, so again, array fun. Let's take a little look up here. Okay, so to do, to create an array. Oh, I also, before I continue, I forgot to, well, I forget, but I want to correct something that I said in a previous video, which was about RAII in C++, which is resource, what is it? Resource allocation is initialization, which is a terrible name. I've sort of glossed over that as being not a garbage collector type thing, but does a little bit of sort of memory management for you, like cleanup. It's not quite that simple. It's more like, instead of having to do your own freeing on memory, so specifically around if you allocate some memory and then you do some stuff that could throw an error or throw an exception, you don't handle that properly. So you fail to free because an exception's been thrown. You might end up with a memory depending on how that bubbles up to whatever the caller is. And equally, people just sometimes forget to free, which I definitely also do, and we'll probably do more in this stream. Yeah, so this RAII thing is a way of structuring your code, like creating classes which have automatic constructors and destructors. So that class does the allocation and deallocation for you within the lifecycle of the function it's called within. Sounds complicated. Actually isn't that bad. It's not too dissimilar from Rust's borrow checker. But yeah, so it's not garbage collector, it's not weird magic. It actually is a bit of weird magic. But yeah, anyway. Not really relevant because we haven't got that in C. So, hey ho. I just thought it'd be pretty good to correct my dumb ramblings, which were not really very correct. Okay, so now we create an array, and it's going to be VK extension properties. That's the type we're going with, and we're going to have to call it a pointer to something called extensions. Yes. So let's do a cast to that type with a call to malloc to allocate some memory on the heap for our array. We know the size. We know the size of the struct. We also know the number we want to create, which is the extension count. So that will give us the memory we need. And then we can call this function again, passing in our extensions. And we should have some extensions to play with by then. And then what do we do next? Each VK extension property struct contains the name and version. Let's take a look at that too. Name and version of an extension. We can list them with a simple for loop and a tab T. Yeah, we could do that. Why not? For int I equals 0 if int is less than extension count, and increment int I. Printf. Let's say extension. Oh, do we want to do that? Let's try that. The tab special character thing. All right. So that's the extension, and we're gonna pass in that as a string. So do s and then do extensions position I dot extension name. And that should be fine. Let's compile that and see what gets spat out. Build and game. But space. Awesome! There's all of our little extensions. We've got quite a lot. What have we got? Device group creation, display. That's probably going to be quite useful. External fence capabilities, external memory capabilities, external semaphore capabilities. Oh, I vaguely remember reading something about using semaphores in Vulkan as like a way of locks, similar to mutexes. Get display properties, blah, 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 surface, Wayland surface. Oh, so that's, if we're using Wayland for Windows, maybe. Who knows? Who wind knows? Sorry. Okay, so we've got our extensions. You can add this code to the create instance function. I did already. If you'd like to provide details, blah, blah, blah. As a challenge, try to create a function that checks if all of the extensions returned by GLFW required instance extensions are included in the supported extension list. Oh, we haven't used that function. Oh wait, we have. Righto. So let's check if all of the extensions in here, wait, what is it? Which way around is it? Create a function. Okay, let's call it Boolean, and it is called verify extension support. What do we do? Check that all of the extensions returned by GLFW's function are included in the supported extension list. Okay, so if we're doing that, we would need to loop through the smaller of the two, likely the supported list. Okay, so for int I equals 0, I is less than extension count, which we'll pass in, I plus plus. And then we'll do that again with J being the GLFW extensions. Actually, we should switch it around. Loop through the GLFW extensions first and then loop through these other extensions. Or maybe either one's fine. There's probably not a huge amount of difference. Okay, extension count, which is going to be 32. We're just going to pass copies to all this stuff, I think, because the life cycle of those items is only going to be in this function. So, hey ho. Oh yeah, it's going to be one of these, isn't it? Oops. It's going to be those extensions, and then the other one's going to be the GLFW extensions and the GLFW extension count. Let's do this to clean things up a tad. Oh, I don't know where that indented. Alright, another U32 of GLFW extension count. And then the last one will be the actual pointer to pointer of extensions. Yeah, I don't know where that laid out at all. Oops. I'll come back to that. Alright, so which one we're going to loop through first? Let's loop through these guys first. Oh no, if we want to, okay, we want to say another U32 of found extensions. And we say there's no found extensions currently, but our return function is going to say if they exist or not, if we have the correct number. So return if the found extensions equals the extension count. So that way, when each time we find in the GLFW extensions our extensions, terrible, we can say, yep, that one was found. So then if all of them are found, gravy train. All right, if extensions dot j dot, what's it called, extension name? String compare function, Ryan, you idiot, strcmp. That string needs to equal the GLFW extensions string. Oops, god damn it. Alright. It needs to equal, what are you doing? That position I, and does that, what are they? Let's take a look at this function in the GLFW docs. Oh, I haven't got it open. GLFW. Definitely viewed it before. The actual docs. Show me that function. So what does that return? Oh, it's just strings. Yeah, okay. If it's just of type jar style, it's just strings. That's good to know. We can probably close that. So that string comparison should be fine. But we want that to equal 0. So we know that there's a match. And then we can increment our found extensions. And I hope that works. If not, then I'll do some extra printing to see what's going on. Oh, we could step through in the debugger. Oh, we also should call this function. And let's call it down here to say bool extensions supported. Then we say if extend. Oh, you know what? Let's just do this. No need to create extra stuff. If the verification works, then let's say printf. Oh, my lenses. All extensions supported. Bond else missing extension support. And then we would do exit with number 5. I think we're up to. I really need to come back to do that. No, it's number 1. Whatever. I'll come back to do that. Fix that up. Make those more semantic exit codes. Righto. Now we need to pass in all those flipping things. So let's just go up to the function and just copy all of these right now. Boom. And while I'm here, I will fix this indentation because I don't like that one bit. Oh, god damn it. Right, that makes more sense to me. And here's all your things that you care about. What are you doing? Why do you keep popping that up? Alright. I don't like the indentation at all. I might need to try and change that. Okay, I also don't like that indentation. Blech. Gross. Alright, let's try that. Build and run and error and fun. U32 extension count. Oh, you don't normally pass that. Bool? Am I looking for a bool? What's that saying? Unknown type bool. Oh, I think we should include Boolean. Is that, oops, not capital. Is that a valid C++ thing? C++. C Boolean header. Is it called Boolean? Or is it just bool? I think it's just bool. I think it's just bool. I think I can't click links. STD bool. Why didn't I know that? You not D. Okay. Now let's try that again. Was there any other error? Ah, missing extension support. Dope. Okay, let's see what's missing. Else. Printf failed to find support for it'll be, let's just do that equals to that. We'll say U first. Maybe we need to change the comparison, perhaps. Const star thingy isn't right. Failed support for, yep, that is fine. I'm always looking for VK surface, but do we have VK KHR surface anywhere? Yes, we do right there. How come that never gets checked more? Am I doing something really dumb? Hang on. Switch those around to see. Okay, VK surface. And VK KHR surface. Oh, it isn't supported. Surely it's supported. Oh, it's right there. I is definitely those extension counts, and J is the regular extension counts. What am I doing wrong here? Maybe I should be... That's weird. Okay, what if I try switching these around? Whoops. And then I'll switch that one to I, and this one to J. And that one to J, and that one to I. Still missing support. How bizarre. I am a bit stumped on that. I feel like I might be really missing something. Let me just go back to what I had. definitely VK support. It never gets to that. Why does it never get to that? Because we've got VKKHR service here, but we never see it in here. Interestingly. Oh, perhaps it is supported. Okay, hang on. Found. Oh, yeah. Am I comparing the wrong thing? Nope. Maybe I need to be comparing that. Yes, I do. Why is that? Which one am I showing first? GLFW. Ah, there's only 2 GLFWs. In my mind, there was loads. Strange. Okay. Well, that luckily fixed all of our woes. Our many, many woes. All right. Okay, so if let's just do the single check of if there's no support, error the F out. Cool. So now we should be able to say, yep, all works. I don't need to be printing that anymore. Why am I printing that? Ah, because of this. Nope, I don't want to exit Emacs, thank you very much. All right, cool. So now then the last thing is to do some cleanup to say, get rid of a VK instance, should only be destroyed right before the program exits. It can be destroyed in cleanup with that, yeah. Oh, we do that already as well? I think we did. Let's go up to cleanup. We did VK instance destroy. We are done with this chapter. Excellent. Let me commit that because I will forget to do it. Git status, git add main, and why do you jump backwards on that? Git commit, commot. What do we actually do? What's the title called? Adds checking for extension support. Git push origin main. Excellent. All right. And then we are back in game and we can move on to the wonder of validation layers. Although this is getting a bit long, so I'm actually gonna come back to this next time. So until then, enjoy.